Jonathan Taylor missed his first practice in his entire football career last year, and just from there, it was a downward spiral from last year. We all know we were expecting a big year from Jonathan Taylor last year, just like 2021, just did not happen. And today we're going to talk about, his career so far, and can he return to his glory year of 2021? Even 2020, he had a solid year. We missed him last year. And with how bad the passing game was, Matt Ryan, last year was just a failed experiment. It was a total disaster. So, I want your guys' thoughts, though. Do you think Jonathan Taylor can return to his normal self, his former form, in 2023? So, in 2021, right, we're going to talk about that year first, because that's the year that Jonathan Taylor, everyone's going crazy fantasy year, and everyone expecting crazy fantasy numbers from this year as well. It didn't happen this year, but 2021, he was the best, most electric running back in the entire National Football League. He had the rushing yard title, over 1,800 rushing yards, over 2,000 all-purpose yards, and through those 1,800 rushing yards, he had almost 5.5 yards per carry, over 332 attempts. 17 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns. That's over 17 games played. And he only fumbled 3 times. You ask any running back, hey, you want that kind of season? Absolutely, they're going to want to. So, the year prior, 2020, he was good as well. In his rookie year, he kind of got off to a slow start. His first 100-yard game came against the Minnesota Vikings. Came in because of Marlon Mack got hurt. I don't remember if it was an Achilles tear or an ACL. But in his first year playing, he looked pretty damn good. And we were excited for this next year. And all in all, it came true. He really had that incredible, very impressive breakout year. And he was still third. He had over 1,000 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns in total. He was third in the entire league in rushing in his rookie year. Then, 2022. He never missed a practice. And he missed his first practice and ultimately a game ever in his football career. He started on a strong game versus the Texans. He had 167 rushing yards. Don't remember if he had a couple of touchdowns. It looked like Jonathan Taylor was here to stay. Then the next week, just wasn't the same. It was versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The way the season ended in 2021, you want to forget about it. It's very memorable in the worst way possible. One game away from making the playoffs, and they get absolutely killed by one of the worst teams in the National Football League. By the team that had the number 1 overall pick. You got absolutely dominated. It was the most embarrassing game. It was the worst game probably in franchise history. And then next year, the same exact thing happens. And at this point, we're like, yeah, Frank Reich lost his locker room. He lost the team. It's time for Frank Reich to go. Getting a little bit off topic, but over the course of the next few games, after the Texans game, he didn't really get much going at all. And then he suffered a high ankle sprain. And we're like, he's a running back. He had one great year. Is he going to turn out like the rest? And unfortunately, that was so for the remainder of the season. He was out 2 games. The Broncos and Jaguars game, played 4 games. Missed the Patriots game. Played a few more games. And ultimately, he just couldn't return to what we saw in 2021 or even 2020. And now it's time to ask, can Jonathan Taylor return to his 2021 or at the very least 2020 form? 2020 he is solid. He had over 1,000 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns. 2021 was just on a different level. It was an historical year for running back. It really was. It was an incredible year. One of the best years running back can have. Now, he has a new head coach. This offensive line is going to have to find consistency. This offensive line is going to have to come together. But new head coach, new mentality, Hopefully this has an impact on the offensive line's mentality as a whole. Being consistent, the quality of play. Braden Smith was hurt last year as well. You had Matt Pryor, Will Fries. Ryan Kelly didn't play well all season. Quentin Nelson didn't have it. He had a down year, even though he was still pretty damn good. Just shows how Quentin Nelson, how good he is. But hopefully Jonathan Taylor can return to form this year. And with the new head coach, with this offensive line having a new mentality, and Shane Steichen being with the Eagles and knowing how the offensive line should operate, hopefully this benefits Jonathan Taylor. And 2021, 2020, 2022, I'm talking about the wrong years. Last year, basically the passing game was non-existent. The quarterback couldn't move. Now, you have one of the most athletic quarterbacks in National Football League history. In the modern era, absolutely. 6'4", almost 250 pounds, ran a 4.44, broke the record, had the best vertical jump for a quarterback. Now you got to tell me this is going to help the offensive line, which is also going to be a win-win with helping Jonathan Taylor as well. Yeah, we want Anthony Richardson to be an incredible passer, and he's got a ways to go to be that. But with the athletic ability that he has, this can really make it difficult for defenses to choose which one do they want to tackle, which one are they going to go after. Two incredibly fast, just incredibly, and just big play abilities from both of these guys on the ground. And hopefully everyone can stay healthy. That's another big thing. If everyone can stay healthy on the offensive line, which they're probably not going to, it's just the name of the game. Next man up. Last year they didn't do it, and this year, quite frankly, could be the same thing if one or two guys go down. The offensive line is going to look pretty bad again. Now, at least we don't have a Matt Pryor experiment going on or a Will Fries experiment going on. That was a horror movie to watch those two. But after a certain time in the year, the offensive line looked better. It looked great. Better than what it was. For being the highest paid in the National Football League, you'd like them to be one of the best. Top 2, top 3. So, question remains. Can Jonathan Taylor return to form? Return to a 2020 or 2021 self of himself? And be one of the best and most electric running backs in the NFL. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put that post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. I'll catch you guys next time.